whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Today I'm doing a quick intro, basically, a little bit about me. Steph from Kidaholics has decided to make a YouTube channel, yay, and has asked us to do a quick intro to introduce the design team to you all. And today it's my turn. So, hi, I'm Chrissy. Nice to meet you. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, yeah, you'll know my voice. I don't do many face-to-face videos, but anyway. So a little bit about me. I'm 30. I just turned 30 in July this year. I'm a married stay-at-home mum to 2 little boys. Well, not so little now, they're going to be taller than me in a few years. Cooper is 8 and Will is 4. Oh, Cooper's almost 9. Cooper will be 9 next month. Can you believe it? I can't. And yeah, I've been married for... That's a very good question. I've been with my husband for 10 years this year, so this is 10 years we've been putting up with each other. And we've been married for 8 in March. There you go. And yeah, so I live in Tweed Heads, on the beautiful Gold Coast, right on the Queensland-New South Wales border. I've lived here since I was 17, and before that I lived in Campbelltown in Sydney's western suburbs. My family moved up here when I was 17, just out of high school, and this has been home ever since, and it's a beautiful place to live. I'm glad my boys are growing up here, and it is a beautiful spring day. I'm coming to you live from my craft room. I'll give you a bit of a look around maybe later if you're lucky. It's a mess. I'm the world's messiest crafter. On that note, we'll get into these lovely questions that Steph has assigned for us. So, what type of scrapbooker are you? Pocket page, 12 by 12. All of the above? I started scrapbooking when, just after Cooper was born, so coming up 9 years ago. And I started 12 by 12 scrapbooking. I got one of those lovely, you know those scrapbook kits you give to new mums that you can document their baby photos? I got one of those. And I thought, let's give this a go. So I did, and then that led to me owning a set of drawers of supplies, and then that led to me discovering scrapbook shops and Spotlight, and then it sort of just took off. And now I have an entire room dedicated to this craft that I love so much. And yeah, it's taken off in 9 years. This room is full of stuff that I'll never use in my lifetime, but yet I continue to buy more. Don't we all? Please tell me we all do, so I know it's not just me. But yeah, and it was in 2013 that I discovered Project Life. I fell in love because I take a lot of photos, way too many photos, as in I'm talking on average, I sort my photos into monthly folders on my computer, and on average I take about 10 gig a month. Yes, I know I have a problem. But I was a photography major in school, so, you know, for digital cameras this day and age, you just snap away and then you go back through them later and sort them out. But yeah, so when I discovered Project Life, it was awesome. I found a way to document more photos and get an entire year done. I had not to that point been able to scrap a whole year because I just take so many photos, and if you're going to scrap them all 12 by 12, it'll take forever. So I came across Project Life. I don't even remember how now. And yeah, that was my first ever album. I finished my 2013 album. And then I discovered YouTube videos. And I discovered that there are people out there that embellish their 12 by 12, their pocket pages, and make them even prettier than the Project Life system was originally designed. And yeah, so I got into embellishing my Project Life, and then I discovered that in the folders, in the binders, I could put my 12 by 12 and my pocket page. So I do a mix of both. I keep an album for every year now. I Project Life. This is my first year weekly Project Lifing. Normally I take that many photos that I'm able to scrap just events that we do and still have 3 full albums. This year I've decided to actually do weekly Project Life, and then if there's something big happens, just add extra pages, and 12 by 12 my favourites, and add it to my album. So I'm on to my 2nd album, and I'm up to April. I know I'm a few months behind. So I'm looking to have a few albums, but I've had a few things happen over the past 18 months in my family. My mum passed in January last year, and my nan passed recently just last month. And if there's anything I have learned, it is to treasure those memories. So having them somewhere where my boys can go back and look through, because they are so young, they can look through and know that these people, these women were in their lives every day. And yes, my mum would dance to Michael Jackson's Dance Game with Cooper. I have a video of that, and I have photos documented in the album. So it has taught me to document everything. Document the little things, because there's no such thing as a little thing, really, is there? So yeah, I have a lot of photos, but they end up in the album, and my kids love going through them, especially Cooper. Cooper loves going through these albums. And yeah, so that's what I do. Oh, I'm getting off topic. And I have been an art journaler for pretty much since I was in high school. I've had an art journal of some kind since I was in school. And yeah, so that's my main areas of where I'm pretty creative. That's my creative little bubble. Okay, moving on. What's next? How long and how did you get into it? I think we've gone through that. Favorite items to work with. Okay, I'll show you my desk. Can anyone guess what my favorite item to work with might be? If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you'll know the answer to that. I love mixed media. I love paint. I love mist. I love ink. You name it. If it can make a creative mess, I'm in love with it. Inks and mists and pretty much any form of mixed media are definitely the things I love most in my creative little bubble. They're definitely my favourite items to work with, without a doubt. The one item that scares you and you can't bring yourself to use, fabric. I don't know why. I'm not a fabric person. I cannot make fabric work on a layout. And I know there are lovely people that can. And, you know, more power to you, but I'm not one of them. Fabric and me, we don't get along. Are you a messy scrapper, or do you need a clean workspace? Do we need another look? What do you think? I am the world's messiest scrapper, without a doubt. I will clean this up before I start a session, or a scrappy session, whatever you want to call it. And as soon as I pick up a pair of scissors, that's out the window. I am one of those people that I work on this amount of space. My desk is about 2 meters long, and where that frame is, that's my workspace. Everything else is just full of stuff. So when I scrap, things generally get thrown to the right of me, in this little column right beside me on the right, and it stays there. And then you'll often see me fishing through looking for what I'm after. I once lost my date stamp for 2 days. Do you know why I couldn't find it? Because it was in the tub where it was supposed to be. I never thought to look there. But yes, so what time of day do you scrap? I'm one of those anytime I can scrappers. Having 2 young boys, it's not easy. My boys have autism, so my boys are very full on. And when they're home, generally, yeah, they have my undivided attention. So I tend to scrap when they're both at school. Will goes to daycare, so on Mondays and Wednesdays I have to myself, which is why it's quiet when I'm doing this video today. If you've watched any of my videos when Will or Cooper have both been home, you would have heard them in the background, no doubt. Cooper's in year 3, so he goes to school 5 days a week. But Mondays and Wednesdays, generally, I try. But, you know, life always gets in the way. The washing, the ironing, the groceries, whatever. So I'm more of an evening scrapper. Once dinner's done, the boys are in their pajamas and they're ready for bed, I go off duty and I come out here and Daddy can put them to bed. So I am most definitely a nighttime scrapper, and sometimes a weekend scrapper if we don't have family movie night or trip to the beach or something. Daddy generally referees, I guess you could say, and I come out here. But mostly, yeah, definitely a nighttime scrapper. So that's why if you ever see crappy lighting in my videos, I apologise. As you can see today, it's beautiful natural light. But yeah, mostly definitely a nighttime scrapper. So what's left? Oh, I lost it. What's your drink of choice? Coke Zero. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Coke Zero is my drink of choice. When I sit down, I even have my own little coaster over there near those red tubs. There's a little coaster there because I was getting rings on my desk from my drinks where all the condensation. But yeah, so I have my own coaster. Often you'll see this big hairy arm come in and put a drink on my desk. That's my husband. He's lovely. He brings me out my drink if I knock on the wall or something. Because my craft room happens to be outside in the converted garage. And yeah, Coke Zero. I know, it's horrible, isn't it? Snack of choice. Generally, I don't eat when I scrapbook, which is interesting. I only just realised that. So yeah, there's always a cup of Coke Zero, but... Why is Steph so awesome? Now, I don't think Steph intended for us to answer this question, but I'm going to anyway. Steph rocks, man. I love Steph. I think she has done a fantastic job with this kit club, and I can't wait to see it explode and take off. And I absolutely love being on the design team. Steph rocks for giving us this opportunity. It's an awesome... We actually have our own little group conversation on Facebook, and I reckon the 5 of us, there's 5, yes, including Steph. The 5 of us have awesome conversations. We've actually got this little awesome friendship happening. We've never met each other. We've never spoken to each other, but we've seen each other's videos. I just watched Katie's video. It was really funny, which is why I'm doing mine now. And mostly we talk on Facebook in our own little private design team group, and it's so funny. We crack each other up. We talk about everything. I think scrapping is one of the least things we talk about. We talk about everything else. And being in this little community with these awesome girls has been amazing. And Steph rocks for giving us that chance. So I hope you've enjoyed my awesome, lovely little video with my lovely desk as the background. I've actually set the iPad up on my IKEA shelves, so that's why we've got this background. And yeah, I hope you've learned something new about me today. I think you may have. I hope you liked the video. And stay tuned for the rest of the design team's videos. They're all going to be pretty cool as well. It's good to learn more about this awesome creative team that I'm lucky enough to be a part of. So with this YouTube channel kicking off, it's going to be awesome. Stay tuned for lots of scrappy videos and creative messes in my case, as I love to say. My art teacher once told me, from chaos comes creativity. I live up to that. I really do. And I tell my husband that whenever he complains about my mess. But yeah, so in my case, creative mess. And yeah, I hope you really enjoy the channel. I can't wait to watch the girls' videos. Like, even we get inspired by each other, so it's really cool. So stay tuned for more, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.